Lord, we thank you. Oh, Jesus, we thank you. 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 Oh, we worship you. We worship you, Almighty. Oh, we worship you, Almighty. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Lord, we thank you. 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 Oh, thank you, Jesus. 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 Oh, we bless you. Oh, we bless you. Oh, we bless you. Eleba ronda raza zeverunta. Meko ikili kabarandende rozoveli. Father, we thank you. 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 Oh, thank you, Jesus. 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ayanda barosa zalante velentiki. Ikabaraza zeveletintin kanlunto ratadia barosa. Emenene veroda zuveletia. Father, we thank you. Father, we thank you. Father, we thank you. Father, we thank you. Oh, we give you praise. Oh, we give you praise, Jesus. Oh, we give you praise, Jesus. We give you praise, Jesus. We give you praise, Jesus. We say thank you, Almighty. We say thank you, Almighty. Oh, we worship you. Oh, we worship you. Oh, we worship you. Jesus, we bless you. For there is none holy as you, Lord. You are God who does wondrous things. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. 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 Oh, Jesus, we say thank you. 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 Oh, 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 thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Father, we thank you and we give you praise. Lord, we thank you and we give you praise. Lord, we thank you and we give you praise. Olika barante barosa zavarante. Meleti kapalantem barota azosate elebra azuvelet. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. 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 Ekabaranda braso zavarhanda lite. Rehediba baruza alienden valita arota. Jesus, we thank you. Jesus, we thank you. Jesus, we thank you. Eko otoli kabarandem baruzis alikamvele doza. Erede bele bino barazuzu velentintin to rosa. Rahade barwaga barwazaza. Mehele di fafinunta arhadi kaba. Zekebe kuka barazazele di tataronte. Father, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Father, we bless you. Oh, Father, we bless you. Father, we bless you. 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 We bless you, Jesus. 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 Oh, we say thank you. 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 Hiya. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Jesus be praised. My God be praised. Jesus be praised. My God be praised. Hallelujah to your holy name. Hallelujah to your holy name. We worship you. We exalt your holy name. We say thank you. Oh, Rahade Barosa Zavalantenteli Kalika Barota. Seteti Lita Arondem Brazor Rahade. The devil thought he could raise his ugly head. But we serve a God who is mighty. We serve a God who is the Almighty. O anebala baranze brahado franda kuluto frahadi. And ledini baruta arazazalati. Mahande vraru zorondo frahade zaze eleti. No matter how the devil plan, mahaka varuakaza, our God is faithful. He is faithful. Yes, he is faithful. Eko sor hadi baranda brazuze. Zatetelekendindin da aruta arazazia. Oh, blessed be the Lord God Almighty, the one who was, who is, and is to come. The God whom we have come to serve, whom we have come to adore, whom we have come to bow before him. Jesus will bless you. Jesus will bless you. Jesus will bless you. Lord will bless you. Hekebelebra azor handiba. Zete liba rohanden kenteli kai kavarwaza. Helebendo zazala abaran tembra zozali. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good and for his mercies endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of Lords, for he is good and his mercies endure forever. To him who gives us times, seasons in its own timing, for his mercies endure forever. Jesus, we worship you. Jesus, we worship you. Jesus, we worship you. Jesus, we worship you. We worship you. We worship you. Hekoronde braazazalite. Malikava aranten ten doros zelai di barante. Maleke belondo sabaraze. Rakede brahandaba arrababa bele. Membro kovra akruzuzuvele. Ekate te elikambe nomva arwazazi. Zepepeleten to roho dovra. Rekabebelento ka iku ronze. Eskaito kempampo to kolobahai. Erzezu zuzu velivitika vilutun. Ekokoron tomba ruza ara ande. Masa te kilika pai. En kapapai kaparante. O razwa. Mahali kaparante hele. O rahada baru azazante hele kali. Mahate to saatele pasuzi. Jesus will bless you. Almighty will bless you. Almighty will bless you. We say thank 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 you. Ako felento roses kali hakaparante malika brando zazadilika ruagade zizelendiva ifra aturu ten kuruzizi kalia kaparande bradoaza zete te lukapai kamba lambra zuzvele arrantento vila vinon veruzis in Delhi aisha tele kabam pelom baruta arrahaze zapapalatente helekebi Zahada baruza zahantem fili rakapa baruz ele eveno sha ibra aruz arantelia gavarunta. Lord, we bless you. Jesus, we say thank you. Jesus, we bless you. We say thank you. We bless you and we say thank you. We bless you and we say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Almighty God. Thank you, Almighty God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, aya amama lebaru azazi. Melika bintun turwa garaze geledikiba mehele brandu zaziateli I kurake devi libarua zazali. Malebe Rwanda mbraha zuzuveletia. Sahati tikinin tutu ruhadikaba. Oh Jesus. We bless you. We bless you. We bless you. We bless you. Thank you because the plan of the enemy towards us did not come into reality. Alifa aruandalia gabaruze. Zeketetili kavarantento zazia. Zekebelo abrasu zoverente. Rekdoru agaba barente elekitu frazu. Zate eleba arantentento. Elai cobra azora hadiva farate. Esetelika bai. Father, we bless you. We say thank you. Father, we bless you. We say thank you. Father, we bless you and we say thank you. Father, we bless you and we say thank you. Father, we bless you and we say thank you. We bless you and we say thank you. We bless you and we say thank you. Oh, we bless you and we say thank you. We bless you, Jesus, and we say thank you. Thank you for your presence. Oh, thank you for your love towards us. Thank you for the kind words. Yes, for your kind words towards us. For your love towards us. For your kind words towards us. Mahali kabaruza zaliande frahadu. Elendin din din da faruatai. Oh, Almighty, we bless you. Almighty, we bless you. We bless you, Jesus. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. Blessed be the name of the Lord. For in Jesus' mighty name we have given thanks. I quickly want to share this for the past 2 Tuesdays now. If I could remember vividly. I remember that we haven't been able to meet. Not for anything, but I've been having a little bit of challenge with the camera and the live streaming in general. But got to a time I just made a decision like, God, this is just for you. This is for your glory. I don't know. I just wanted to come through. I just wanted to come through. A lot of time I keep thinking, how will this be made possible? How will this happen? How will this happen? How will this happen? But something happened. God came through for us. God came through for us. Yes, He came through for us. He came through for us. At least for the next couple of months or thereabouts now, we have sealed. Yes, yeah, I guess I can use that terminology. We have sealed the live streaming. We've sealed the live streaming. We've sealed it. And God Himself will be doing marvelous things. He will be doing marvelous things through this. We won't have any cause. So I want us to bless the name of the Lord again. The Lord God who has caused us to gather again. 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 Like I would always say, thanksgiving is so powerful and it's so mighty. It is an application for more. This shows that we are applying for more of whatever it is that He has done, that we are giving thanks. We are applying for more dimensions. We are referencing His name that, because He has done this now, He will do much more. He will do much more, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Father, we bless you. Jesus, we thank you. Almighty, we thank you. Ooh. My God, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Halika baranze zeledi. Shate eledi finuntur hadai. Araga babruzu velente liadoza zate. Enkoro egebinu kuruzu veletentili. Shagababalantentele finufantoru hagazante ele. Ikwa waranze zotol hada elemba. Ekabaranten brozozovi. Shkete kiluku barankeri. Alika branda brazora di kavelente. Mitota te kota kapabarate. Erekebembrozozo rondefli. Zate te ele kebenun kabai kaba. Ikaba balambelomba ruaba bebele suzvele. Jesus across sofleti. Rate te kinim puntun tu feleti kai kai. Encontoro cobra a cruzes vele. Emma zute legebelo kofrade. Arate te kila kaparu kaba. Mara papa he. Mazabala te ele kabai. Oh, shadada barumba. Ruka baba. Jesus, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Oh, before we go into the prayer for today, for tonight, can we thank the Lord for the gospel? Can we thank the Lord for the gospel of truth that we know for as many? For the gospel of truth that is privileged to be preached in this nation, in cities, in states. Father, we thank you. Father, we thank you. Father, we thank you. The book of John says, emphasis on Christ Jesus speaking. He said that He is the way and the truth and the life. The Lord Jesus, thank you for the privilege to share your word. Thank you for the privilege that your truth is being known across the nation, in each city, in each state in this country. Father, we thank you. There are some little things we need to appreciate God for. Yes, there are some little things that when we appreciate God genuinely for, then we can see His face. Then we can see His back. Then we can see His glory. Akate librazo. Zalika barantelia dabarwata. Jesus. We've outgrown that aspect whereby we become too familiar with the things that you, God, can do. Help us. Father, we bless you. We say thank you for the privilege of access to Godhead, access to Jesus Christ, access to the Holy Spirit. Father, we thank you. Jesus, we thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the access, for the access, for the access, for the access, for the privilege. Elebe roazazali and fradi, merote kilanka baruzi zahaliata, azate elebrasu, to stand and want to take authority over state, over city, over county, over the nation at large. Father, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Oh, we give you thanks. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We thank you, Lord. Ekabala barun teleke brezuzuveli. Zabala den tor hodi killing tantor waza. Zeke bebelete barunka baranda brazivelete. Tetetuta alla brasuvelete. Father, we worship you. Father, we worship you. Father, we worship you. Oh, we bless you. Messiah, we bless you. Ako memene velutu rugadanden krozozoli kapa. Zedele dendele dimbuluntun tuliaga durukoriaga enkaruta telebra azuzi. Zeka kokara kene balate baruka babai. Melebetoti ilibra andabrasus veletia. Jesus the Almighty. Oh, we bless you. 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 We say thank you. For in Jesus' mighty name we've given thanks. We're going to be praying from the book of Matthew chapter 5. Jesus Christ went on top of the mountaintop and laid out some certain prayers. And he began to bless some certain individuals. Concerning this nation, we will just contend for that blessing. Quickly it says, and seeing the multitude, he went up into a mountain. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Jesus went on top of a mountain. A mountain. Kahaliba razanze meliti titi turu kantendoja. Satelebra azo radifa filonto mikaka razozo brande. Escateto rokikatu kapai. Me preso radifa. Building up yourself in your most holy faith. Praying in the Holy Ghost. Mahalika varante. Masatelebra azuzveleti. Raate baranda braso zaate eledi kalanto kalika. Yes, this is Mount of Zion and nefe feruti alaka paruza zalata ali. This is the household of God. This is His temple. This is the holy place. Keloro zaze malika varanten telikibilika parwaza zali kebelete azabala haleto ruada. Keeper, I call on no filato. So long as I speak, I don't speak of myself. I speak with the authority from on high. Malate elikarwasa. He said, all power in heaven has been given to the Son of Man. And for whatsoever you bound here on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you lose in earth shall be loosed in heaven. That the glory of the Lord God shall be with you. Oh, Father, we bless you, Jesus. Verse 3 says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Have you labored? Have you labored? Have you labored? Have you labored? It is that set time. Yes, it is that set time for you to receive the reward for your labor. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Oh, Holy Spirit, for us many, Mahali, Erozo Rondi Kalikaba, we are praying the scriptures back to God, my God. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for everyone, in these nations and nations across the world. Ekogosora de barunta eladi izate ele baruta arazaze meko filanteli hadaba, at the verge of receiving the kingdom. Ekoi kalikaba zete teleke benom baruta arababeleto kapa ikabampempeku arabababiohi maso sele di dini kurudar hada robebelete torazi zakatitikitikilikitikilikiti papakato enkampamparuka bahe azababababa ikababahe arababahe. Oh, papi korozo ronde falute elete. For everyone, Yako, you're rich in mercy, rich in favor, rich in love. Hey, kali gavarante lugaraze zentiti likai kalakopa mero gabaruke zonto vele. Couldn't figure out what dimension malate eleko rozo zulihe. For as many that are poor in spirit, paluhata. Hey, Kalati, let the kingdom of God be theirs. Let the kingdom of God be theirs. Yes, ekeloko barande mbuzuzule asatele baruabai. Oh, Jesus will bless you. Jesus will bless you. Hiya, thank you, Father. He said, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Those that mourn can be comforted. The Passion Translation says, what delight comes to you when you wait upon the Lord. For you will find what you long for. Jesus. For as many. The Bible says in the book of Acts of Apostles, it said, tarry. Wait upon the Lord. A book of Isaiah, wait upon the Lord and he will renew your strength. For as many of us that are gathering online across the nation, waiting upon the Lord, seeking for a particular thing. Lord Jesus, this morning, Mahali Faruzi Zekeketi Kaparwanta, it is the time for you to open the book of remembrance concerning us. It said, anyone who mourn shall be comforted. Jesus, we've stood, we've mourned for so long. We've mourned for so long. What delight is it? Ayake lebaru zazanteli rekebele doro zozove. We wait upon you. We wait. We've waited. Makai kaparuzi. It is time. It is time for you to comfort us. You said, I will comfort you on all sides. Malade elekebidu. Zabalate bra azuzu ferente. Ikoro gebra hakruzuzu vela didi. Zepepelete belebetun torontenteli. Ay kakapara kaparunkate. Eroso swa son tempempente. Ashate keteki la kaparanke papikubal katapalika. Papi oy. Jesus. Oh, we bless you. Oh my God, my God. Those who mourn shall be comforted. Those who wait upon the Lord, they will see that which they are waiting to get. Hakalabaroza rantele. My God, Lord, we give you praise. For in Jesus' mighty name is to pray. The Father says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. What blessing comes when you are gentle? When gentleness lives in you, for you will inherit the earth. Can we pray for as many who are meek amongst us? For as many who are gentle amongst us? Jesus. It is that set time. It is time for them to inherit. Yes. It is the season of inheritance. It is the season of inheritance. Jesus. It is the season of inheritance. It is the season of inheritance. Ayela kaparanteli. Ezatala kabarote. Oh, Jesus. One experience I had this weekend was that my eyes were open to see. Yes, my eyes was open to see, and there was an activation. And the Bible lays an emphasis on the meek, individuals who are gentle. Alekoro odobaruzi, ezakekento kelebampeloto razase, ezabaliha, for they shall inherit the earth. Hey, it is a good prayer. Akalo koronde kelediba. Meros zilikan telua dafarwa. Many has tarried, many has waited for the manifestation, but they are wondering how soon will it be. Lord Jesus, it is that time of fulfillment of prophecy. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. For they shall inherit the earth. Eketoroto bazus velete. Ayana barute eleketuru duvari. The earth is the Lord, and the fullness thereof, and all that is in the earth. Yes, Malatia. Jesus will bless you. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Jesus. For in Jesus' mighty name we still praying. The verse 6 says, blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Hunger and thirst after righteousness. Righteous living. Living right before God. Doing that which is right. Emphasis on right. Emphasis on individuals who does right before God. Akate kolubaranze. Ooh, shalabelende rozazi. Mountain to Kalakento Roti Zuzuvelete Ediskaba. Is that how rich you are when you arrive righteousness? For you will be satisfied. You will be satisfied. Can we pray one more time? My God, Holy Spirit of God, for everyone living a righteous life in our nation, Holy Spirit, it is time for the reward needed and necessary. Ekele erunda arwazaza. For as many who are hungry for righteousness, for as many who are sincere about righteousness, for as many who are yearning after righteousness, Jesus, the set time has come. Now is the appointed time. Jesus, the set time has come. Now is the appointed time. Kaparos kele difaru de lendish kapa. Zakaberon kontoro zozo radi rekadidi papai kapai kaparan kampampalia. Jesus, that you will fill them. You will fill them to overflow. You will feel them to overflow. Those yearning, those thirsty, those walking righteously before you. Ayalada barwazaze eledindi gilita arande. Fill them up with spiritual meal. Malate likabaranzezi. Iskoto kalai kabarade. Jesus will bless you. Thank you, Almighty. For in Jesus' mighty name, we're still praying. The next verse said, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. It said, blessed are you when you demonstrate tender mercy, for tender mercy will be demonstrated to you. If you demonstrate it, God will raise individual to also show forth such kind of mercy towards you. You are Kailo Karukeneten Telikabaruza Azate Heliba Meledi di Baru Adabaru Azaze Maskateli Gabaranten Tovi Helikaba. Jesus, for us many who has lived a life of tender mercy, a life of mercy. Akapalantero Zabalate Brozozo Orondindi Gambelentente. Jesus. It is time for them to obtain your mercy. It is time for them to obtain your mercy. Yes. The reverse methodology of what you have experienced today. Pakapalado razenzendili ika aturu kenembrezezia zekelebedo rababai arandam baruza arate vefikutu sekeko kaparantem brazoza vele rebebele toy kahikabai kababaruza zetetete bele pitoi aikoro zoze zintintel hadaba azabababara hikapabai menkoro kobra kabranda bra orahazi. Oh, we bless you, Jesus. Oh, we bless you, Jesus. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Jesus. For in Jesus' mighty name we've prayed. The next verse says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall be called the children of God. For they shall see God. For they shall see God. This is where the heart of a human. Yes, it's a deep question where the heart of a human. Ekeletoro zozoli kaba. Zenten telekabarante rososote. Jesus. Mesose eledi barante likaba. Enkoro krozo zuvelete. Jesus. Masati titikilintuntoro godobranda brasuzuvel. Yes, full responsibility of a Asada bala de balandendo hile. Those with a pure heart, with heart of sincerity, heart that shows you care, heart that shows you care. My God. Aleko ronde brazazeli, shetetele tetinunto ronde kili. Malika babalam razor hadi velento keledi. Shkabababababa kabambele. Oh, we bless you, Jesus. We bless you, Jesus. Thank you, Almighty, for wounded hearts that has been restored. Father, we bless you. Father, we bless you. For in Jesus' mighty name we still pray. The Bible further says something in verse 9. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. When I saw the scripture this evening, Ezantele de valutu ruhadakalia gabarwaza. Individual who has been walking with Jesus. Mahala Baruzi Elida Varonte. Man who has been walking with Jesus was given just a title. I say, oh, because those people has been walking with Jesus, they can be called Mahale Kabarwasa Salihata E Kabinun Talute Beletua. But Lord Jesus, Marazo Zaranteli, Ikalabaruate, it said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall see God. It's also brought me to the reminder about Jesus Christ's visit. Mahalika Baruante Rosa Arati, Zekebeloto Barante Bahikapahe, Masakata Delicate Dikabarante Beluta Fluto. Oh, Jesus Almighty. Alika balate branda brazuveletia. Zapepepetete lukata rokaten kai kali. Elentoro do brazuzubeletia. Sapapalate brazoradi fofeloto. Mekebele de beloto ya. Oh, Jesus bless you. Jesus will bless you. For in Jesus' mighty name is to pray. Quickly, we're going to pray that prayer again. Remember when Jesus was being taken away from the disciples, Apostle Paul, as the word has said already, was going to deny Jesus. And of course it did. But nothing baffled me most. Nothing baffled me most but for the content in that scripture. Matthew 5 and verse 9. Matthew 5 and verse 9, the Bible says, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. Then it brought me to the realization that when individuals sees those who have been walking with Jesus Christ, they name them Christians. They name them Christians. They name them Kahalikata Christians. Jesus. Hapalate Barosi. Meledi dundum fenfento ikalika parwaza. Hesh kababelete belentun to beletia. Oh, Jesus, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Masatelika baruza randeveli. Blessed be God of our fathers. Blessed be his holy name. Lord, we worship you. We say thank you, Jesus. We say thank you, Jesus. For I have not given you the spirit of power to fear, but of sound mind and of victory. Kalika barante. Maskati kilika barande brazo. Thank you, Jesus. Blessed be your name, O God. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Oh, Kahila Barosa. And verse 10 says, blessed are they which have been persecuted for righteousness. See, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. No persecution too old, no persecution too new. No form of persecution, my God. Ekatelika barazezelika vinuntai kalikba. Zeketetekeletika barantenteli. Ibrazor handem rendekeledia. Sadabala de barobabai. Membarababarazeso. Jesus, we come into the realization and activation, yes, of your righteous one. Yes, of your righteous one. Akalika barante likazuzi. Eskababalata baruka babali handanda barwaza. Zaka koi kalate kelenten telifa. Feletua tua kalate kalakantan toza. Oh, Jesus, we bless you. Almighty, we bless you. Jesus, we bless you. Almighty, we bless you. We say thank you, Father. Oh, my God. Verse 11. It said, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. You shall say all manner of evil against you forcefully for my sake. It get to a time individuals accept persecution, because this is one regular way to know how firm you are. To know how firm you are. Oh, can we pray to God? Can we pray to God that Lord Jesus will raise burden bearer Christians with burdens, burden bearer Christians, burden bearer Christians. Ekaili garuza haladeli kandafili, sadadalada barukababele tento kali. My God, aleko rozo zabarande. Masatele debele kebedu kababaran tento kas sekete tekali kete vintenteli kabaruaba elevedu farantento roses ilikada. Jesus, marazezor hadi. Father, we bless you. Lord, we bless you. Lord, we bless you. Oh, we say thank you, Jesus. We say thank you, Jesus. For men will arise. Yes. Men, Kalika Barosa say. He said, how blessed are you when people insult and persecute you and speak all kind of cruel words or cruel lies about you because of your love for me. Oh Jesus, some individuals, all they just want is just to tarnish the image of the whole person. And Kalavaronza Zalite Masate te elebindum balita elegaba. Oh Almighty, Lord will bless you. Jesus will bless you. Can we give God praise and just say thank you, Lord? Can we give God praise and just say thank you, Lord? Can we give God praise and just say thank you, Lord? Can we give God praise and just say thank you, Lord? Oh Lord, we worship you. Lord, we worship you. Lord, we worship you. Lord, we worship you. Oh, we bless you, Jesus. Oh, we bless you, Jesus. We bless you, Jesus. We say thank you. We bless you, Jesus. We say thank you. Oh, thank you, Almighty. Oh, thank you, Almighty. How we worship you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Ah, blessed be God. Blessed be God. Blessed, 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 blessed be God. Thank you, Almighty, for in Jesus' mighty name we've given thanks. Amen. Oh, blessed be the name of the Lord, the God who is our Messiah, who is our keeper, the Lord who is sufficient, the Lord who makes a way where there seems to be no way. To God be the glory, and to the shame of the devil. Something marvelous happened last weekend to everyone in the United States of America. Eventually, you missed the memo. Last weekend was YML USA, and it was an awesome time in God's presence. It was an awesome time in God's presence. So I'm actually using this opportunity again to invite you or prepare you ahead what is going to happen in Nigeria December 26th through to December 30th, and also next year July 10th and July 11th. It's going to be an awesome time also in Minnesota, in House of City Restoration Chapel, 1535 Kumu Avenue, St. Paul, Minnesota. You don't want to miss it. God is set to do great and mighty things. And the one in Nigeria, it's happening in Redemption City, which is the RCG Redemption Camp. You don't want to miss it. It is powerful. It is powerful. It is powerful. It is powerful. God is set to do mightily. God is set to do mightily. And I pray that the Lord God, whom we have gathered together to pray through Him, for we know not what to pray for, but the Spirit in us help us to pray. Yes, help us to pray. So we pray in the heart of the Father. We pray the heart of the Father. The Spirit of the Almighty who has helped us tonight, who has helped us this morning, will not leave us stranded. In the name of Jesus. There's no special announcement rather than we'll meet again next week, Tuesday, from 11:30 Eastern Standard Time to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. God's grace and mercy is made available. All you just need to do is capture yours and walk with it. And I pray it will work for you. It will work for you. For as many of you that believe, once you call upon the name of God, He will answer you in the name of Jesus. This month you are blessed. The rest of this week is favored in the name of Jesus. Thank you all so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Let's share the grace together. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the communion of the Holy Spirit rest and abide with us now and forevermore. Amen. Surely God's goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life, and we shall dwell in the presence of the Lord forever. Amen. 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 God bless you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now. I remain my humble self, Comfort Olamide, the Unique Intercessor. God bless you, and do have a wonderful and a blessed time in the rest of the week. In Jesus' name, amen.